If your seedlings are tall, weak, and floppy instead of short, strong, and bushy, you're not alone. Many gardeners struggle with leggy seedlings every season, and it can be, well, pretty frustrating watching your once promising sprouts stretch into frail stems that collapse at the first sign of stress. But here's the truth. Legginess is not a death sentence. Once you understand why it happens and how to prevent it, you can grow compact, sturdy seedlings ready to thrive once transplanted. Today on Growth Hub Central Crops, we're diving deep into how to stop leggy seedlings for good, using 4 proven, science-backed techniques that will completely transform how your seedlings grow. Give your seedlings the right light. Leggy seedlings are, more often than not, the direct result of poor lighting. When your plants don't receive enough light, they begin stretching in search of it, growing long, weak stems that can't support healthy growth. The first rule is simple. Seedlings need intense, consistent light from the moment they sprout. If you're growing indoors, natural sunlight from a window is rarely enough, even if it's bright. Seedlings crave 12 to 16 hours of full-spectrum light per day to grow sturdy. The best solution is to use grow lights, placed about 2 to 3 inches above the seedlings. Fluorescent or LED grow lights work perfectly, and keeping them close ensures the light is strong enough to mimic the sun. If you notice your seedlings leaning toward the light source, it's a clear sign they're not getting enough. Rotate the trays daily, or use reflective material like aluminum foil around the setup to ensure even light distribution. This simple change can make your seedlings stockier and prevent that unwanted stretch that ruins early growth. Control temperature and prevent overheating. Even with the perfect light, temperature plays a huge role in how your seedlings grow. Warm soil helps seeds germinate, but once they sprout, too much heat encourages stretching. Many gardeners make the mistake of keeping seedlings on a heating mat or in a hot spot long after germination, which speeds up stem elongation instead of healthy leaf growth. After your seeds have germinated, remove them from the heating mat and maintain a cooler environment. The ideal range for most vegetables is around 18 to 21 degrees Celsius, or 65 to 70 degrees Fahrenheit, during the day and a few degrees cooler at night. That small temperature drop tells the plant it's time to slow down and strengthen, not stretch. If you're growing indoors, ensure there's good air circulation. A small oscillating fan running for a few hours daily not only strengthens the stems, but also helps regulate temperature. It mimics natural outdoor wind, encouraging the plant to develop thicker, sturdier stems. Feed the right way, but not too early. Fertilizer is essential for strong growth, but here's the trap. Feeding your seedlings too early or too heavily can make the problem worse. Over-fertilization, especially with high nitrogen formulas, causes the plants to grow rapidly upward before their roots and stems can support that growth. Seedlings don't need fertilizer immediately after sprouting because they live off the nutrients stored inside their seed coats. Wait until the first true leaves appear. Those are the second set of leaves that look like miniature versions of the adult plant. That's the moment they're ready for nutrients. Use a balanced liquid fertilizer, ideally something like a 10-10-10 or 20-20-20 mix, and dilute it to 1/4 of the recommended strength. For instance, if the label says 10 milliliters per 1 liter of water, use just 2.5 milliliters per 1 liter of water for seedlings. Water the seedlings gently at the base once every 10 to 14 days. This provides enough nutrition to strengthen the roots and leaves without encouraging excessive upward growth. Another expert trick is to use seaweed extract or fish emulsion diluted to a weak solution, about 5 milliliters per 1 liter of water. These natural fertilizers promote steady, compact growth and help seedlings develop a strong root system while preventing legginess. Alright, so even if your seedlings have already gone leggy, there's still a way to save them. When you're transplanting, you can actually bury part of the stem to encourage new root growth along that buried section. This technique works especially well for tomatoes, peppers, and other tall seedlings. You'll want to prepare your potting mix by combining equal parts compost, garden soil, and coco peat or perlite for aeration. When you transplant, just gently remove each seedling and bury it up to the first true leaves. This really encourages the plant to grow additional roots from the buried stem, giving it more stability and strength. Remember to water thoroughly after transplanting, but don't leave the soil soggy. The goal here is consistent moisture, neither dry nor soaked. Overwatering can suffocate roots and weaken the stem, while dryness can stress the plant, both of which lead to poor recovery. As the seedlings settle in, place them in a bright area with moderate airflow and a stable temperature. Within a few days, you'll notice thicker stems and stronger leaves. The legginess will be gone for good. Here's a little bonus tip for you. Harden off your seedlings before planting them outdoors. A common mistake gardeners make is rushing to transplant indoor-grown seedlings directly into the garden. Without proper hardening off, even strong seedlings can become stressed and weak once exposed to outdoor light, wind, and those fluctuating temperatures. Start the hardening off process about 7 to 10 days before transplanting. Each day, place your seedlings outdoors for a few hours, gradually increasing the time they spend outside. Begin with shaded areas, then slowly expose them to more direct sunlight. This gradual adjustment toughens their stems, strengthens their leaf tissues, and really prepares them for real-world growing conditions. By the time you move them permanently into the garden, they'll be robust, adaptable, and much less likely to become weak or leggy again. Here's a complete, tried and tested mix for strong, non-leggy seedlings. For weekly feeding, use 5 milliliters of all-purpose liquid fertilizer, something like 10-10-10 or 20-20-20 in 1 liter of clean water. Mix well and water the seedlings lightly around the base once every 10 to 14 days. For extra strength, and this is optional, add 5 milliliters of seaweed extract or fish emulsion to 1 liter of clean water, and alternate this with your fertilizer feed. The combination gives your seedlings balanced nutrition, encourages thick stems, and supports strong root systems. The real reason your seedlings go leggy. At its core, legginess happens when seedlings are growing faster than their environment can support. Too little light, too much warmth, or overfeeding all send the wrong message to the plant, telling it to grow tall now. But with the right balance of light, temperature, nutrients, and transplanting technique, you can actually reverse that and train your seedlings to grow strong and compact instead. Think of your seedlings as young athletes. You don't want them sprinting before their muscles are ready. You want them building strength, balance, and endurance first. Once they're ready, they'll thrive effortlessly in your garden. Why do these tips work? Well, every one of these steps works with your plant's natural biology. Seedlings instinctively reach for light, so controlling the distance and duration of light teaches them to grow dense rather than tall. Temperature management mimics natural day-night cycles that signal plants to conserve energy for stronger growth. Controlled feeding ensures nutrients are used for developing roots and leaves instead of stretching stems, and transplanting deeper lets the plant rebuild its foundation from the bottom up. Together, these actions create balance. Your seedlings will have the perfect mix of strength, structure, and energy to grow into healthy, productive plants. Final thoughts. Weak, floppy seedlings might look like a lost cause, but they're really just plants asking for better conditions. Once you correct the light, temperature, feeding, and transplanting depth, you'll be amazed by how fast they bounce back. Within weeks, you'll have seedlings that look like they came straight from a professional greenhouse, compact, dark green, and bursting with life. So before you give up on those stretched seedlings, try these 4 proven strategies. Your future garden will thank you with vigorous plants and a more abundant harvest. If you found this guide helpful, don't forget to subscribe to Growth Hub Central Crops for more powerful, science-based gardening tips. And hey, share this with a fellow gardener who's struggling with leggy seedlings. It might just save their growing season.